And until today, I didn't realize how much I missed this.
Aww.
Because people at work, I don't tell them anything.
Right.
And I don't want to tell them anything because the people that know that I've had this brain injury treat you different.
Yeah.
They don't, it's like going to work in a priest's collar. They don't tell you the good jokes. They just look at you, yes, Father, and they walk away. They don't treat you the same, right? So what I enjoy about this, and I just found this out today, is I can speak about myself. I can speak about what really is affecting my mind because it's affecting all of us. We all experience it, not the same exact way, but we're all experiencing it because we've all had brain injuries. This is comforting for me. This is therapeutic.
Sure.
This is my therapy. And I enjoy it, and I thank you for all being here.
Thank you for coming back, Mike.
Yeah.
Miss you.
I'm so glad I came back today too. Because I get what you're saying.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, actually, several people understand this, especially your son and your grandson. And that's something that I think right now he's not sure feeling. It feels like he doesn't need to do that. But eventually he probably will. And the reason I think that is because I was that way. And I thought, if I don't talk to or if I don't tell anybody what my problem is, then that's not obvious and that can be okay. Well, it actually took me 5 years to get to the point to realize that I need to talk about it. And so it's not, it just takes time. And I think that we've heard a lot of things that, well, you've got a few months to get this, you get better in a few months. And I remember when I started thinking, well, this could be 2 months instead of 1 month, and then it's gotten to be a year instead of 2 years. And literally it's taken me past beyond 5 years to really think I'm getting better and focusing on things the way I used to do. The other part of that is I'm getting well enough to understand how I'm not that high. And so it's kind of goes in both directions. And that doesn't go in both directions. It helps. You have to get to the point to realize what the problem is in order to start working on your problem.
Yeah, you can't fix something if you don't know it's broke.
Yeah.
Right.
So how it would work, and I guess this will be kind of like the conclusion of my presentation or my talk, but kind of going back to that individualized treatment program, what would typically happen is we would do kind of a thorough interview. We would do kind of a brief neuropsychological evaluation to, again, identify what those areas are that we're going to be focusing on. And then from there, we would really kind of look into what would really create the most benefit. Weekly sessions, bi-weekly, or not bi-weekly, but every other week. Sometimes we do that. Sometimes, once a month works really well. Typically, how it works is it's a weekly session, and then as time progresses, we may feel like, okay, maybe we're ready to move to every other week, or maybe once every 3 weeks, or once a month, just to kind of come in and check in. If everything's going well, then that would definitely work for sure. But early on in the process, it's typically once a week, so that we really have enough time to cover a lot of the psychoeducation. So teaching the strategies, applying the strategies, figuring out what's working, what's not working, how we can really personalize them to you and your goals. And then once we're at a position where you're, consistently applying these strategies and you're able to kind of gauge, the benefit or the where it's not working, once we're in a steady position of treatment, then we can kind of start backing off and letting you be a little bit more independent and kind of doing these things, and just checking in once a month.
I was not aware that there was a group like this out here, so I'm very impressed and I'm very happy that there's that, especially coming from the Acquired Brain Injury Program. I saw how effective and how beneficial that was, so I'm really happy to see that there are support groups like like you guys out here, and that there's really good attendance. So keep it up. And like I said, as I was sitting out there, you guys are essentially doing a lot of what we would be doing in therapy in terms of that supportive network. So good job on that.
Yeah, thank you. Let's give a Brain Injury Network. Thank you, Dr. Miranda.